G'day, let me introduce you to Professor Frederick Cossum Hollows. We simply know him as Fred. Like most kids, Fred loved the outdoor life. Camping, spending time in the bush, climbing mountains and footy. And although Fred was an ordinary kid like you and me, he grew up to do extraordinary things. He went from plain old Fred to Dr. Fred Hollows, an eye doctor who helped change the world. Now, an eye doctor isn't a magician with superpowers. They're special doctors who fix sick eyes. You see, like any other part of your body, your eye can get really sick. And sometimes when your eyes get sick, the world can become really fuzzy like this. Or even worse, it can cause blindness. You can't see anything at all. And that's why we need eye doctors like Fred, so that everyone can see the world clearly like you and me. Fred spent his life helping people in need, particularly those living in poor communities. And he believed that everyone in the world should be treated the same.
Every eye is an eye. When you're doing the surgery there, that is just as important as if you were doing eye surgery on the king.
In the 1970s, Fred visited some remote Indigenous communities and was shocked to find that Aboriginal people were suffering from some of the worst eye infections he had ever seen. This made Fred really upset because he thought no one should suffer from eye disease in a great country like Australia. So he decided to help fix the eye problems in Indigenous communities. He organised a team of 80 doctors. They travelled across Australia visiting 465 Aboriginal communities, helping over 60,000 people with eye disease and giving away 10,000 pairs of glasses. But Fred didn't just stop there. He packed up his medical bag and headed overseas, where he discovered that tens of millions of people living in some of the world's poorest countries were going blind. Most of them were suffering from something we call cataract blindness, a disease that affects the lens of the eye. It causes the lens to become cloudy and white. And as you can see in this picture, if you don't fix the problem early, it can cause total blindness. But Fred knew that cataract blindness was easy to fix. All he had to do was remove the cloudy lens, put in a new plastic one. Hey presto!
Well, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
The person can see again.
Yeah. He's going to be all right.
Now, of course, restoring the eyesight of millions of people was too much work, even for someone like Fred. What the world needed was lots of Freds. So Fred decided to train local doctors to carry out the operations themselves. But that's not all he did. Fred helped set up factories in Nepal and Eritrea to help make the plastic eye lenses needed to fix cataract blindness. Doing all this helped lower the cost of eye operations from hundreds of dollars each time to just $25. And this meant millions of people could be operated on.
Well, that lens is in a nice position.
Yeah. Fred made such a huge impact here and overseas that in 1990 he was made Australian of the Year. But instead of just hanging his trophy on the wall, he spent his time encouraging politicians and other Australians to donate money to help restore sight.
By political process.
Sadly, Fred died in 1993. But now his dream lives on through the work of the Fred Hollows Foundation. This foundation is following in Fred's footsteps by carrying out operations, training doctors, building hospitals and providing medical supplies. Fred changed so many lives. Take Jap, the little Vietnamese boy in this photo. Jap was just 9 years old when he lost the sight in his right eye. his family took him over 170 kilometres from his village to the hospital in a last-ditch attempt to save his disappearing sight. He waited there 25 days, but was told the devastating news they couldn't do anything to save his sight. Then Fred Hollows came along
Put your glasses back on, beautiful one.
and did what the local doctors couldn't. He saved Jap's eye. Meeting Fred literally changed Jap's life. Thanks to the eye operation, Jap was the first person in his family to go to university. And now he's a teacher in his home country of Vietnam. Fred believed that all Australians should care for others. He dreamt that one day no one would be needlessly blind. And with hard work, he could improve people's lives. And it's because of Fred's determination that millions of people can see again. Fred is proof that one person can make a huge difference in the world.
What did he say?
He says we can see quite well.